Ahold Delhaize is a global retailer. We have 8,000 stores, 63 million visits per week.
The game changer here is that the moment that the customer who walks into the store, we can influence or trigger purchasing behavior.
So we have quite a large scope. The main one is taking care of the meeting rooms, workspace technology on all the UCB sites. We need to help people to know when to come on site, where to go. It's really to assist them to have a more efficient working day.
We leverage location data in Cisco Spaces to find interferers, rogue Wi-Fi routers and access points, and also just to troubleshoot our corporate devices. We can pinpoint where the interferers are, where rogue access points are set up, and mitigate those risks.
One of the things that we try to solve as a hospital system is keeping track of everything and not having to go to a single vendor.
Do you have an idea of how many assets you're going to track through this technology?
I'd say probably about 10,000.
Now, Ford Motor Company, automotive manufacturer, over 100 years old. Employee experience is helping them find resources, really those location services. I think this is really going to help a lot of those navigationally challenged individuals. Usually when you deploy these solutions, right, you've got the cost for the hardware itself, cost for installation, and then your ongoing recurring SaaS fee. Now I got to reduce my ongoing SaaS fee. I also reduce my infrastructure costs because I don't have to buy as many gateways everywhere.
Future-proofing your workplace isn't just about making a building smart. It's also about gaining a competitive advantage.
The long-term goals here was lower the power bill, lower the air conditioning bill, make this an efficient space for Spire while keeping it as a comfortable space for the employees.
This isn't just for the IT guy. This is for the whole business.
We started using Spaces very heavily with a certain type of wireless phone that also doubled as a clinical application note-taking device. And we've been able to give out access to Spaces to the different project teams, the clinical engineering, and the clinical staff themselves that are responsible for tracking down those devices. The captive portal really is the way that we first got involved with Spaces. We have a lot of philanthropic groups that work with us, and they asked us if there was a way that we could collect email addresses for guests visiting the hospital. If they could get those email addresses, they could then solicit those folks that have been to IU Health facilities and possibly generate some revenue that way.
Prior to Spaces, our HVAC team would just have to guess on the heating and cooling schedules for our buildings, or they would have to rely on the principal to provide that information. A lot of times the principals would just guess or not provide the information. Now we're working off of real data that I can provide for our HVAC team, their billing schedules off of real numbers. It was a good thing to put in front of our superintendent. It put a spotlight on us that we could, hey, not only can we deliver internet connectivity to all of our schools, but we can do more than that. We can provide you data that can save money.
We use our network to interface with an occupancy sensor that tells it that nobody's in a room. Then we can send a command into our building management system to switch that room off. But that same technology allows us then to take a patient with a spinal condition, use their voice to switch off the lights, open blinds in a room. So that it's how these technologies can be leveraged together as ecosystems to provide not only hospital operational benefits, but clinically facing patient benefits.
One of the personal use cases I have is baby tracking using RFID tags and 802.11 wireless. It's a business use case, but I'm also a father and a husband. Seeing that RFID tag gave me a peace of mind, and it's some amazing technology, and I look forward to working with y'all on it.